Easily one of the most underrated, one of the most overshadowed, and one of the most overlooked games on the PS2. I don't hear a lot of people talking about this one, and that is The Godfather, the game. As you can see here, you know, I have like a fancy limited edition of it with like the cardboard sleeve and the nice case. This is actually like an alternate case because this is a limited edition of the game. I actually have 2 copies of this game. I have 1 copy that is just like the standard normal edition. Then I also have the limited edition, which, you know, comes with the game and the soundtrack and a bunch of like bonus stuff on the DVD. This is one of those games where I am hesitant to actually go in depth and talk about it because I truthfully do believe that everybody should just experience it because, you know, you've played the open world games, you've played Saints Row, you've played GTA, you've played Watch Dogs, etc., but this is unlike any other open world game I played. The only thing that I can think would come somewhat similar to it would be like Mafia 3 because it has some similar aspects in it. It's loosely based on the movie. You're going to see a lot of the important events from the movie play out in this game. However, sometimes different characters will be in different places. Sometimes different characters will be delivering different bits of dialogue. Sometimes different characters will be involved in scenes that they weren't in before. Basically, the premise of the game is that you create like your own special character. Like, you don't play as any specific character from the Godfather movie. You just create your own character from the start. You're a new character named Aldo, and you get to take part in and play through some of the most iconic moments in the Godfather movie, whilst also playing through like a bunch of new set pieces and moments that happen in the story that weren't actually there in the original movie. And one of this game's biggest claims to fame is the fact that you're able to gradually take over the entirety of New York City by extorting businesses and rackets. Basically, to sum it up in like the simplest way possible, you know, it's like your classic mafia story where you have all these different families at war. Your goal is to go and take out all of the other families, all of the dons, all of the businesses until you're like top dog and you're the only one left standing. And to do that, you got to go take over businesses, take over rackets, take out the opposing families' warehouses, and you get to actually play through all of this. You get to go to every single individual store. You get to go inside. You get to blast the place up. You get to grab the owner and, you know, punch him around and try to get him to give in and give up their loyalty to the other families. And, you know, it may sound like that may be like something that could possibly get repetitive over time, like going through an entire state and taking over the state shop by shop. That must get boring, but no, it never gets boring. And also, this game has a sequel on the Xbox 360 and the PS3 and the PC. It released 3 years after this game in 2009 called The Godfather 2. And it basically just takes everything from this game and expands on it. So whether you play the original or Godfather 2, I highly recommend either one. I mean, if I'm gonna recommend any of them, I would definitely say go with this one first. Don't get me wrong, The Godfather 2 is absolutely amazing, and I love that game. However, like, I don't know if it's nostalgia or what, but it's just, this game holds such like a special place in my heart. So if you're gonna play either of them, please play this one first, and then if you enjoy this one, go play The Godfather 2 because then it'll make you enjoy and appreciate all of the additions and changes that were made to the mechanics there even more. Whereas if you go in blind, it might be a little hard for you to grasp and you might not be able to appreciate it as much as if you would have played this one first.